Hi, YouTube. Welcome on in. Hey, gonna give you guys a quick little update here. I'm gonna be gone for the next 2 weeks. That means there's gonna be little to no content on the YouTube. The editors are gonna do their best to push out some content. Love you guys. You guys are the best. But we do have some polls that are going live. In fact, the 50-something games that you guys threw on there for the short games and the long games, we've now compiled them down after everyone voted into 10 games each that you guys get to vote on. Keep an eye on the Discord. You have to be in the Discord to be able to vote. Otherwise, we get 1,001 bots voting for one game, trying to make it seem not suspicious, right? So let me go ahead and start off by saying this. The short game list, right, and the long game list will be separated by 1 week. On 1 week, we will do the short game list. On the other week, we will do the long game list. And then when I come back from TwitchCon Europe, I will be back with the results, ladies and gentlemen. Your short game list, the games that you guys are going to be voting for are Undertale, Portal, Detroit Become Human, Portal 2, Papers, Please, My Side, Deltarune, The Coffin of Andy and Lele, Life is Strange, and Little Nightmares. Ladies and gentlemen, this is only one playthrough. We are not 100% completing it. We are just doing one single playthrough. Otherwise, we will stay here forever. So those are the 10 games that you guys are going to be voting for. Undertale, Portal, Detroit Become Human, Portal 2, Papers, Please, My Side, Deltarune, The Coffin of Andy and Lele, Life is Strange, and Little Nightmares. And that is for the short game collection. Now, for the long games, I hope you guys are excited. For the long games, ladies and gentlemen, we have Nier Automata, Amori, Baldur's Gate 3, Hollow Knight, Persona 5 Royal, Disco Elysium, Persona 3 Reloaded, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Fate Stay Night, and Yumi Neko When They Cry. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I have to repeat it because some of these are visual novels and I'm extremely exhausted because I usually do this after I come from work. We are only doing one single route. We're not 100%ing anything, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are excited because we're actually going to have some fun with these games. Make sure you guys vote. Again, this is a ranked choice voting system. So vote for the games that you really want to go ahead and see analyzed, that you really want to go ahead and see played on stream, that you guys want to come on through either on YouTube or here on Twitch, and you guys really want to be a part of. Do not vote for games that you feel don't deserve your vote. Leave it blank. You have an option from 1 to 10 to list what games you like, right? If you don't want a certain game, let's say Fate Stay Night or Yumi Neko, you do not have to include them in the poll. That way, if your favorite game gets eliminated, those votes do not go to those games. You list the votes or list the games that you really want to go ahead and see. If it's only 3 of them, it's only 3 of them. If it's only 5 of them, it's 5 of them, right? If it's all 10, it's all 10. But list them in the order, and I believe we're going from 10 to 1, right? 10 being the least, 1 being the most. Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. In that order, where if it gets eliminated, your points will go to the next one that you voted, right? Until one game has over 50% of the vote by everyone that has voted, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, these are games that are good for psychoanalysis, not just good because you like them. What games have that rich, in-depth meat that allows us to go in and talk endlessly about it, that we can dive in deep and talk about things and layers and aspects, psychologically speaking, that would drive us forward. And it's not just a game that we like because it's cool, right? Keep that separate. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, the long game list: Nier Automata, Amori, Baldur's Gate 3, Hollow Knight, Persona 5 Royale, Disco Elysium, Persona 3 Reloaded, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Fate Stay Night, and Yumi Neko. And the short game list is Undertale, Portal, Detroit Become Human, Portal 2, Papers, Please, My Side, Deltarune, The Coffin of Andy and Lele, Life is Strange, and Little Nightmares. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope you're excited. Probably by tomorrow, this poll is going live. Best of luck to you guys. Vote. You have 1 week. One of these 2 polls is going to go live. Are you ready? Anyway, thanks, guys. Practice some self-care. Bye.